up, y'all? I am back again. You already know. So I'm gonna feel so bad saying this, even though it's their tag name. It's just not in me to call someone this. But let's give a warm welcome to the Rat Bastards. Hello.
There should be some sort of standing ovation. You said Rat Bastards. You say it with pride. You don't need to be shy about it.
Yeah, I don't hear the applause. This crowd
I mean, I'm more of like a baby face kind of person, so I'm like, oh, I feel bad saying that. Like, I don't mean to call you that, but that's your name.
No. We know that when they go Rat Bastards and they start throwing stuff, that's like they're giving us all these gifts of affection, and it's like, and that's exactly what you give us.
Yeah, it's actually So it's a term of endearment. I've come to notice. Yeah.
Okay, good to know. So I always start with who or what got you guys into wrestling. You can, whoever wants to go first, go first.
No, you can take off,
Adam. Oh
no, I insist. You go first.
Okay. I would say a lot of people we meet, just comes across especially guys like in jail, we talk to, and it's like, you started watching wrestling when you were a kid. I didn't. I would say, went through like my teen years, and even like some of my friends then were like getting into wrestling, or just were still into wrestling, and I just like wasn't like watching. And then eventually, one day I'm just flipping through like channels, and Ric Flair in TNA is like screaming at the television. And I remember just with my persona and me removed from wrestling, I'm watching this. And I'm just so captivated. I'm with my roommate in college, and I'm like, dude, what is this? And he just said, oh, he's like, I think it's wrestling. I don't know. And I'm like, are they all like, this older guys just like screaming like tomatoes? I'm like, this is insane. And I'm like, I can't look away. I'm like, this is amazing. And I'm like, Impact Wrestling. And then like, I just came back like week after week and just got so sucked in. And then after a couple of years of that, I was just like, I have to just like, I got to get in there and do that. So, yeah.
Okay. And now, Adam?
Yeah, my story is the exact opposite of Xander, actually. So I've been watching wrestling since like before I can remember. I don't remember the first time I saw it. Like it's literally just my entire life. It's always been something that was there that I watched, that I knew that I liked. Like my older brother was into it, my grandfather, my dad, like all that. So it was just like always on when I was growing up. So I remember when I first started watching it, the first thing that I saw, it's just always been around. And I mean, it's the coolest thing ever. And I mean, we're both absolutely amazing at it. So we figured like maybe we should start a tag team and take over, which we have. So.
Okay. So was that like the moment for both of you guys that you knew like this was exactly something you want to do, or did something provoke more interest in it? If that makes sense.
No, I mean, I always kind of knew that I was going to go this route. I mean, listen, like the alternative to this is getting a real job, and I can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit at a desk 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, listen to some jackass. Can I curse on this? Can I say that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I'm not going to listen to some jackass telling me what to do 5 days a week, 40 hours a week, whatever. I'm not doing that. When I can punch people in the face, piss people off, get paid to do it, this is the alternative. Yeah. I know which one I'm better at, so here I am.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. And from the first time we paired up and we were like, let's give this a go, and it was just, I don't know, it really felt like something meshed outside the ring. Like we kind of had the same mentality, and we were kind of hanging out, getting into some shit on our own. And the first time we wrestled another team, and it was just kind of like, even then when we were still like not as like experienced as we are now as singles or a tag team, it just was like, whoa, that felt like something. And then it's like, one of our coaches just, the next thing you know is like the Rat Bastards. And then that's just kind of how it just descended. And then it's just been building since then, like block by block.
Yeah. So like, were you guys friends prior to being in the tag team, or did that come like with the wrestling, like wrestling independent, or how did the Rat Bastards become a thing?
No, well, so Xander and I actually met in prison. Yeah, we're called the Rat Bastards. How do you think we met?
I don't know.
Come on.
It's just been following us around.
was gonna say, great job doing the research before this. Anyway, we met in prison, and I admired Xander because he had a tendency to get people to make bets that he had some inside information on, and he would manage to coerce people out of packages of cigarettes. I respected that. I still do, by the way. Great job on your bud. And I instantly knew that this was someone that I wanted to get along with, especially when I saw, the way he could handle himself in jail. I respected it. I knew the guy could fight. I knew that he was smarter than everybody else. And I saw someone that was on my level. And we quickly became friends. And about as soon as we got out, it was right around the quarantine, we both decided, let's hit up this school. Let's learn how to do this and get paid to do it, because we're doing it for free already and we're already good at it. So yeah, we went to the school. We started kicking ass from the day that we walked in there, and the rest is kind of history.
Okay.
History that you would know if you prepared for this interview, Harley.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Unprepared show.
Yeah, I'm saying
that's what this is called.
Jesus.
Okay, so if people don't know, are you guys heels or faces?
We are the biggest baby faces
Yeah.
on the East Coast in
We're obviously
independent
big guys.
wrestling and in all of professional wrestling, as you know from your history, right?
Okay, I am asking for the viewers, not for me.
I'm
Well, it's
informing
actually
you and everybody else.
Yeah, actually, we're the good guys, even though we get booed. People are stupid. That's the problem. They don't understand that we're the good guys. So that's why they boo us, because they're morons. And it's okay. We're not mad at them for that. But originally, our tag name, we were called the Good Guys. What happened was, have you ever seen the movie Dodgeball? That scene where Average Joe is like, instead of getting their uniforms before the big game, they got like all those gimp suits and everything. That basically happened to us. We got a bunch of merch that said the Rat Bastards. And so we had to go out wearing it. And of course, we were amazing. So the people were like, oh, who are these Rat Bastard guys? The name is just stuck. So at that point, we kind of had to roll with it. But it's really taken off. But yeah, I think that's the reason why people are morons and don't understand. We're the good guys.
Okay, that's great to know. So who trains you guys, or trained in a wrestling school?
Sure. Yeah. We train out of Wrestle Pro in Rahway, New Jersey, and our current trainers are LSG, Sean Donovan, and Bobby Wayward, and we have some other veterans drop in. Sometimes the head trainer Pat Buck comes in, who's also AEW, I think, extra head of extra relations, I believe, and backstage producer. But yeah, so we have a really strong crop of coaches and stuff, and we got a constant wheel of talent coming through that we get to smack around. They come back next week if they have the nuts, and then we get to just do it all over again, just beat them back into the ground, and then we just get more just fresh bodies coming through. So that's twice a week we get to do that, Harley. Would you believe that? As you know from our Wikipedia page that you read, you did all your homework.
Lots of homework. Great to know, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say is your guys' favorite thing about wrestling?
Man. I mean, geez, I can't narrow down to one thing. Like, wrestling's a melting pot of so many different things. You know what I mean? And it's all stuff that's fantastic. Like, the physicality of it is amazing. The whole like getting to be basically on a platform where like people are like looking at you as like something bigger than yourself, all that crap. Like, it's it's sports, it's theater, it's drama, it's action, it's all this stuff all compiled into one thing. So it's hard to pinpoint one thing about it that is like my favorite. It's just the whole thing is my favorite. The sport is great.
No,
For
yeah,
sure.
definitely.
For me, I would say it's very, very difficult to like articulate and put into one thing. Like Adam said, I almost want to just say to me, the most amazing thing might be the just like transference of like emotional energy, how it could be late in a night and the crowd's on their phone, not giving a crap. And, we are absolutely like chomping at the bit, like foaming at the mouth, energetic, ready to just like blow the roof off that place. And 5 minutes later, these people are, throwing stuff, screaming. And that's like from just our output. You know what I mean? From us like generating our fucking just pardon my French, just like radiating like all of our just like great guy energy. They just like absorb that and throw it right back at us. I think that emotional like energy transference to me is just like a really amazing thing. I don't know.
No, yeah. So basically, what you're saying is like they're having a terrible night until you guys come out and they see you wrestle, right?
Every time,
more or less. Yeah, that's pretty much. Actually, you know, I take back all the sappy crap that I just said before. My favorite part about this business is when we get paid. Actually, I'm in this for the money.
Yeah.
Forget everything I just said before.
I like when they don't want to pay us, and then when we have to take matters into our own hands. That's actually maybe that's like my equally favorite part.
True. Yeah, I do like that.
Okay, so with that being said, what would you say is the hardest part for you guys? If there's anything hard about it.
It's not that it's easy. It's just there's just a lot of what would be the biggest obstacle. I would say there's a lot of personalities to navigate. You know, when you're not at odds with people, you know, you have to find a way to get along with everybody. That would obviously be. I remember back when we were starting, we actually went to a Dr. Tom seminar, and you know, our experience level was so much small, like, you know, just minimized then. And he said that, you know, 10% of what you do is out there, and you have to be able to navigate almost like the political structure of everything. You know, this is like a sport, but it's also like it's business. You know, it really is. And, you know, at the highest level, that's what you need to be able to do. And I think that's in one kind of package is the hardest thing. I think the wrestling itself is thrilling. It's hard, but it's hard work, but thrilling. I would say the hardest part would be the not fun stuff. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd say that it's the hardest part for me, but it's definitely my least favorite. Dealing with those things that call themselves fans sucks. I hate that. The only thing I dislike more than that is doing podcasts, especially ones where the host doesn't do research before we go on them.
We don't have to deal with that often.
Other than that, you know, I really don't have any complaints about the business. I kind of enjoy this. So.
Well, that's great. Yeah, I did do a little homework beforehand, but I wasn't going into like the actual detail. But okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So if you guys got a call from AEW and WWE at the exact same time, which one would you guys take?
Great loaded question there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Let me ask you a question that would piss off everybody and never get signed.
Yeah.
I mean, well, all right. Well, who's offering more money? Because
right. And I was going to start with that the checklist there. They're offering, I imagine, tons and tons of money.
Realistically, what we could do is one of us could go to AEW and the other one could go to WWE, and then we'll both just dominate both companies. You know what I'm saying? So that might be my answer there. I don't know what you're thinking, but I mean, because beyond being a phenomenal tag team, I mean, we're also just better than everybody else in general. So it would only be a matter of time before we reached the main event and took the world titles from both companies.
And then we just leave that forbidden door completely open to do whatever we want. And then it's just like, hey, dude, like, let's just have some more Battle of the Belts. Oh, hang on, watch out. There's a guy coming up behind you. Take his kneecap out. And then just watch out. That's good guy stuff. You know? So it does, to answer your question, I think AEW is killing it. I think WWE is absolutely killing it. The wrestling business is absolutely freaking booming. And just, you know, presenting it at the highest level is where we're on our way. And that's just what I want. That's the bottom line, Harley.
No, yeah, that's great. It sounds like a great idea for you guys. One goes to one, the other one goes to the other, and just dominate it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so has there been a wrestling, like, have you ever wrestled somewhere and you were like, I really like this place and I will wrestle here any opportunity I get?
I mean,
well, I mean, we are actually tag champions, believe it or not, at Victory Pro Wrestling, Harley. I know from the history lesson that you studied.
Oh, you have yours. Hold on, wait. I'll be right back.
Yeah. There's actually another one that goes with this. Would you believe that?
Yeah.
Because
if it's a tag team, duh.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't look like someone's ever been a champion, so I didn't know if
you got a super shiny one too.
But yeah.
Yeah, we earned these because we're so damn good at Victory Pro Wrestling. And you know what we're going to do tomorrow? Tomorrow, Security Inc. had the stones to actually show back up, and somehow they weaseled their way into a tag match with us. So yes, we will defend these anytime, anywhere, and we love defending them and wrestling at Victory Pro Wrestling, but we are so done with Security Inc. That is number one.
Okay, so and if they win, I'm gonna have you come back on here and hear your opinion then.
You're really just like testing
win?
Yourself with me, and I'm really just enjoying this less and less. If they what? Don't you use that W word.
If they win,
that you're like one of those typical internet tough guys that like you talk big on the internet, and if we were in person, you'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm such a big fan of you guys. Can I shake your hand, get your autograph?" It's like that. It was the vibes you give off.
Actually, no. If you ever met me at a show, I'm the exact same way in person.
All right. Well, thank God I've never met you at a show. Let's see if we can keep that streak alive.
Okay. So do you have a dream venue that you wish to wrestle in that you haven't already?
I think there's some that are sentimental. Like I know we train over at WrestlePro, and I know that they run shows at a Starland Ballroom before.
Yeah.
And that's a place that growing up as a kid, I spent a lot of time at Starland. So that'd be a pretty cool one to hit. Wrestling at the Hammerstein Ballroom would be a big one.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are like the two main ones for me. I don't know. I want to wrestle pretty much almost anywhere. So, but those would be like two that are kind of cool. Other than that, everywhere we go sucks, and I kind of hate all these hick towns that we go to. But it's whatever. It's the business.
Yeah. Starline Ballroom is definitely, been to some of my favorite concerts there. That'd be absolutely awesome. Adam and I actually got to do a little bit of extra work at Dallas Stadium for WrestleMania, and being in that building, which is the biggest building I've ever been in, and seeing that many people, I mean, something like that is only like so loud that you can't even turn to the person next to you and talk to them. That's how loud it is. To wrestle in a place like that, I feel like, and I love wrestling in front of 20 people, and so in front of 100,000 people, it's just like somehow you've taken it to a level unimaginable. So anywhere and on the highest level, I feel like is just like the degrees of awesomeness increase. So.
Yeah, you're welcome to the house, by the way. We never did get a thank you for bringing in 100,000 people when we did extra work, but whatever. That's that's fine.
Okay, well, you take that up with them because I'm not them, but just saying.
Did you hear that? She's not them.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Reach out to them?
I'm pretty sure they would have done some research, but
yeah.
Okay, so if a younger fan came up to you guys and they were like,
I don't like where this is going already. Pass.
Yeah, this is.
No, I don't.
Okay. So if either of you had a child or if you have children and they were like, I want to do exactly what you're doing, what would you say to them?
I'd probably ask them how they found me and send them back to whatever mom that they have. I don't know. I'd probably demand a DNA test. That's probably what I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the first thing that I do. I'm not getting stuck with any child support. That's ridiculous.
They can take me on hologram Mari for all they care.
Yeah. Now, if a child at a show came up to me and said they want to do what we do, the first thing I tell them is to take a few steps back. So because kids. And then I let them know that they'll never do what we do because they'll never be as good as us. But they can try.
The cat still talks. Yeah.
Yeah. They can certainly try. But they'll never be able to do what we do. No one is never going to be able to do what we do because we're the best. That's why we have these.
Until you lose those.
That's why you're at our merch table asking us how to do what we do.
Yeah, that's another thing. If a kid asks us, said he wants to do what we do, I'd probably just tell him to buy some merch and piss off. Actually, that's probably how I'd handle it.
Great role models. I get it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So, you guys keep talking about your merch. What merch do you have?
And
where can they buy it?
I'm actually sporting one of our newest shirts. Check it out. It's the Year of the Rat Bastard shirt. Boom. And on the back, It's not the like I have the whole box in the car, but Year of the Rat on the back. You can get that.
No,
On
it's spin around. Give us the whole razzle dazzle. Let me see it.
the whole razzle dazzle. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get
Come on,
this
you can do
right.
squats. I see those glutes. Come on.
You got a good shot there? Year of the Rat.
There
it's
it is.
always going to be Year of the Rat, Harley.
Pretty much every year is the Year of the Rat at this point. I mean, hell.
We're on Pro Wrestling Tees with our original Rat Bastard shirt, and this is the Year of the Rat, our second rendition. We're going to be selling these tomorrow at Victory Pro Wrestling after we trounce Security Inc. and we show that family matters. You understand? Rat Bastard, family matters. No other family. And that's not a shot at anybody in particular. No security member or anything like that. That's no shot at anybody at all.
Yeah, the fact that Malcolm Murray is a deadbeat dad, it has no impact whatsoever on what Xander just said. There was no hidden meaning behind that at all.
No, I don't talk in cryptic nonsense.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you guys lose these, and then you're crying at your merch table because no one wants to buy your merch.
Bro, who are you? Like,
I don't know. I think I'm having network issues. Hang on.
Was that a joke? Because like,
yo, can you hear me? Did she ask another one of those lame questions? Can you guys hear me?
As funny as Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer has better jokes than you, and Amy Schumer sucks.
Okay, that's great to know. So next up, do you guys like hardcore matches, death matches kind of thing?
To an extent.
I know people who are way more into that kind of deathmatch scene than me. Definitely love I don't know about death matches, but hardcore matches, hell yeah. Going upside somebody's head with an object, love it.
Yep. Yeah, I think there's a difference.
Just through the face, I'm not sure about that one, but yeah.
I think there's a difference between death match and like a hardcore match. I love hardcore,
for sure.
Death match, I like some of it, not all of it. There's good and there's bad. It's like any other style of wrestling. There's good lucha, there's bad lucha. There's good technical, there's bad technical. There's good death match, there's bad death match. It's all about who's doing it, how they're doing it. So the answer is 50-50, I guess.
Okay, and so with that being said, how do you feel about intergender wrestling?
Yeah,
I think I think definitely the business has evolved, and I think that deathmatch wrestling, any kind of wrestling, is a place for everybody. And yeah, anybody can get dropped on their head. It's an equal opportunity aspect.
Absolutely, yeah. We believe in equality.
Yeah, and if females train with males, males can get their ass beat by females. So yeah, I get it.
Right. Yeah. We don't get our ass beat by anybody, but yeah. I'm
so you're okay. So I got to ask then, you guys never lost once in the business?
As you know, because you did your research, we've never, ever lost. And it's just nothing but a giant record of W's.
Exactly. And if we ever did lose, right, it was always some shenanigans and bullshit that, it didn't count. So it didn't count.
Fictional losses, but they didn't count. Exactly.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. So my dad's in the chat. He says, "Let's go." And then he goes and says, "Savage Harley." Usually he's cheering, but I guess not for you guys. Not tonight.
That's a little strange.
I see where you get your personality.
I would say she is a savage, though, for sure. This is tough to get through.
Yeah, because you guys are a lot to deal with.
We're a lot to deal with. Yeah.
Yeah, like you guys are really intense. Like coming on my podcast with I'm a better than everyone attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
Yeah, if some kid came up to you to ask you how to do your job, but that's right, they wouldn't. So then, you don't even get to answer the question because it's not applicable. Yeah.
Okay. So is there anything specific that you guys do before you come out the curtain?
What, like
I don't know.
rituals?
I mean, just smash bottles. I mean, that's usually a good way to just kind of get amped up and just scare people around you.
Yeah, no. Usually all we do is we show up, we kick ass. We be the best tag team on the show, the best tag team in the state, the best tag team in the world, and we win. And that's it. I mean, it's really, there's nothing specific that we do beforehand. It's just this is who we are.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, this is the match that's about to be on. How much longer do we have to wait? We're in the parking lot, just scaring people off, if not saying, hey, give us your money. We'll be in there selling merch afterwards. Then pretty much our music hits. We walk out there. We get another win. It's the greatest win you've ever seen. And then we win more of these. And then, yep, back to business. We're out of there.
Okay, so I think you guys need to take a look. Like, gotta wrestle somewhere close in Pennsylvania, so like one of our tag teams over here can beat you guys and show that you're not all that. Yeah.
Really? Who would you have in mind out there? The farthest out west we've been right now was for standalone wrestling. We wrestled out about 2 hours west into Pennsylvania.
That was Pennsylvania, by the way.
Pennsylvania, yes, good call.
Yeah.
But yeah. A standalone wrestling out in just in a one-off in Pennsylvania. What promotion and team do you think we should prove doesn't belong with us? How about that, Harley? Let me rephrase your question properly.
Actually, there's a lot of great tag teams out here. We have South Philly's Finest. We have Primetime Heat. I mean, Primetime Heat, they just got Battlefield Pro Wrestling tag team. So maybe you guys sneak your way in there and say you never lost or you never whatever. And then they can show you a real loss.
Hey, you know what? Champions deserve a spot at the table for a sit-down discussion, and then we'll take their food from them anytime. But we only discuss business with champions. And that's why Security Inc. doesn't belong with us tomorrow.
I mean, truth be told, the thought of entering Pennsylvania for any reason, let alone to wrestle, actually made me throw up in my mouth a little bit when you suggested it.
You guys are coming on here just like Midnight Delight. If you don't know who they are, that's Buddy Thomas and Playboy Polly. They have the exact same attitude as you guys, that they're better than everyone, and they hate Pennsylvania because we're trashy. Yeah.
Oh, they must do a lot of
They sound like good guys.
They
sound like the second best tag team in independent wrestling. Props to them.
Yeah, I don't think they would agree with the second best. They'd probably go first best, and I would be on their side too on that one.
Do they have tag titles?
Yes, they do actually.
Well, ours are better.
Cool. Adam, see, she likes all the good guys. She said she'd be on their side, and so she'd be on our side.
They're not. Oh, okay, whatever. So do you guys think it's going to be an age thing, a mindset thing, or an injury thing that causes you to retire? If you ever see retiring in your future.
I think life circumstance would be the only thing that could possibly draw me back. Yeah, I mean, I don't see age, injury, or whatever, very important third option you gave me ever pulling me away from the business. It would be a matter of if I need to step away because priorities have changed. I feel like that should be the only thing. If you care about it nearly as much as Adam and I do and love that feeling and thrill of beating the ever-living shit out of people and people going crazy for it, that's the answer. There is no excuse really other than priorities change. And maybe your responsibility to more important people, like maybe family or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think, at some point we're just probably going to get bored of kicking everybody's ass and winning,
Right.
And then
they stop showing up.
It's like, what else is there left to do? So I feel like that'll probably be when it's time for us to walk away. But, right now it's still fun. So we got plenty of time left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you guys have all that attitude that you can do this and that you're never gonna lose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it's never happened yet.
I'm sorry, did Tom Brady ever go out on the field thinking, oh man, we're totally gonna lose this game? Like, no.
Well, no, because Tom Brady's a cheater.
That's why Tom Brady is one of the greatest. Oh, I'm sorry, he is the greatest of all time. 7 rings.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we're switching off of wrestling. What is your guys' favorite football team?
Oh, gee, I don't know. Can you tell from the Denver Broncos logo that's in the background there?
Well, I wasn't looking.
You need to do research for that one. It's right in front of you, for God's sake. Come on,
I wasn't looking in your background, bro.
Try to keep up, Haley.
It's Harley, but okay.
Whatever.
All right. So you're a Tom Brady fan. That's cool. That means you're a cheater because he's a cheater. So it makes sense. I get it.
You sound just like my ex.
Okay. So how do you guys come up with your merch? Is it do you guys match with your merch? If people don't know, not me.
What do you mean? How do we come up with our merch? Just brilliance, just arrives by the second, and it's just which one do we want to just create and then get on a marketing platform and then start advertising. It's as simple as that. You know, I mean,
I came up with a design for the one that Xander's wearing right now.
Yeah, he did. Fun fact.
Okay.
You ask yourself, how can there be 2 Einsteins and 2 Michael Jordans on the same team? Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you found the Rat Bastards, not any of the Jabroni Express or the Midnight Bonkers or whatever, you know, the Baby Bonkers or whatever. Yeah. You found yourself the Rat Bastards. That's right.
Mhm.
Geniuses and athletic studs to a degree you've never even imagined. Do you understand that, Haley?
Yep, and it's Harley, but
Next question.
where can people, other than tomorrow's show, what other shows do you have coming up?
Oh God, I gotta look at the schedule. There's so many. Hold on, let me take a look. I can't even tell you off the top of my head at this point because we go around so damn much. So we have VPW in Long Island next week. We'll be in Connecticut with VPW 2 weeks later. We'll be doing Shotgun for WrestlePro on Thursday, August 31st in Union. God, that's just for this month. Next month is already almost full again. We pretty much go almost everywhere. Yeah, somewhere new every single weekend. I mean, hell, if you follow us on social media, you'll see us posting where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
So do that instead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you.
They pay us to be active on there. So, you know,
Yeah.
We're always letting people know.
Mm-hmm. So if you guys want, you don't have to, but their Instagrams are linked down below. So I guess if you want to, you can give them a follow and see where they're wrestling.
No, definitely do that. She hasn't said much that makes sense, but definitely do that last part.
If you don't suck, follow us on Instagram. And if you do suck, follow us anyway.
Yeah, she was pointing down there, I assume somewhere, and it's like Xander Torres Pro and A Kirkland RB, if I'm not mistaken. Make sure that's correct. And make sure you follow that. And that's a direct order from the Rat Bastards.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, you guys answered my questions. I have a whole list right there, but you kind of went through them a little too fast for me. But so this is the plan. I'm going to have you guys come back on when you guys lose those titles to get your thoughts on what happened because, you know, it's going to be great.
You know what the really nice thing about what you just said is since we're never going to lose, we never have to come back, dude.
That's actually not what I said.
We're on the same page. We are on the same page, man. That is why we have this chemistry. That's why we're the tag champs.
Yep.
For now, until like one of you backstabs the other one and then you mess up the whole title thing.
We would never.
Oh, look at you trying to throw just a wrench in all this.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
That's
you.
ridiculous.
Yeah. With your just amateur interview skills.
Why would you even expect one of us to do something like that?
Yeah.
Because it happens all the time in tag teams.
Yeah.
Good Samaritans
don't betray tag teams that suck. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. We're on top of the world. Why would we throw that away?
Right.
Well, maybe one puts more work in than the other.
Doesn't
and
happen.
they get tired of the shit. Yeah.
Domination.
That happens in
you wouldn't know nothing about it.
Really good tag team. Yeah.
Whatever. Like I said, I'm gonna have one of our Pennsylvania tag teams wrestle you guys and show you that you're not all that.
Oh, listen to this.
You're right. You're right. They will see that
they have an equally cool headset.
More than that. Great point.
Okay. Thank you guys for an intriguing night. Thank you. You're so sweet. I hope you all have a great night and
I'm gonna have a great night.
You guys give them a follow if you want. They're pretty cool dudes, I guess.
They definitely are.
Have a great night and see you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye, Haley.